girl all right?
Oh, she'll get over it.
Don't forget your first dead face.
Oh, he looked peaceful enough.
Right. No signs of violence. Okay, you can shift him.
We're not touching him till a quack's seen him. We only touch those who've got a chance. He's been dead since midnight, by the feel of him. You get a doctor certify life extinct.
Where are you going?
You're wasting my time, you old echo. Accidents are happening out there all the time.
Gable.
Anyone can shove old Smiler off to the morgue. They're out.
I've got a sudden death on my hands. Get the divisional surgeon over here, will you? No. No reason to suspect foul play for the minute. But I've a hairy feeling certain lads we know wish this morning hadn't come.
Brian, I'm talking.
You're always talking.
What did you say?
I'm eating.
Look, my lad, my bones are sticking through working for you. Now, don't you dare do that. When I talk, you listen. Do you hear? I could take your father 8 3-minute rounds every Saturday morning before breakfast. Now, do you know what I'm on about?
You're not made of money.
Good, that's all I wanted to say, so I don't want all the moody. If you're not going to school no more, then you get a job like all of us. I'm not having you here hanging around my feet.
You're at work.
Mr. Reynolds said he'd see you for the job. What more do you want? God in your lap? Cool. What's up, Bri? You frightened?
Haven't got any references. What do? Show me cuttings?
The school give you a good one?
Yeah, but what about the court? Mr. Reynolds, take me on. You can trust me. I'm a thief with its old men over the head.
You said you didn't.
Mum, I didn't, but everybody thinks I did.
I don't.
I know.
Ernest Glover, Robert Palmer and Brian Parsons.
Aye, the ones you lost the conviction over.
Well, 2 of them, sir.
Lose 1, it's careless, Sergeant. Lose 2, it's bloody criminal. Who are we left with? Which one is it again?
Brian Lionel Parsons.
Did he do it?
Well, he pleaded
Or
guilty.
did you ever ride sucker?
Pleaded guilty to the burglary where Lever was struck on the head. Got 2 years probation.
I read it. Or did you take Parsons because it's another one for the back of your book? What's your problem?
Well, the decision as I see it, sir, is dare we arrest them?
Arrest?
That would detain them, sir, before the fact. So no, do we let them run around free? Oh, I know, sir. Technically, we can't hold them.
What do you want to arrest them for?
In case they run away.
Well, what from?
Murder.
Well, you don't know if it is murder yet.
Well, so we keep them until we find out.
Go down the railway station, Sergeant. Arrest everybody standing there waiting for their trains. Just in case they committed an offence on their way from their homes this morning. Interfering with tulip heads, maybe.
Lever is dead, sir.
Oh, how old is he?
63.
Parsons.
Oh, 16, sir.
Right. And the public will clap their hands if we start hounding him like Jack the Ripper, won't they? Aren't you going to have him in here? You may go at any time, my son, but the sheer weight of your buttercup personality keeps him here. Willing.
There's no harm, sir.
By the book, Sergeant. You get where I am by turning the pages over slowly, lad. You may be able to do what you like with Parsons, but when the Lady Chief Justice comes scorching round here, you try twisting the tail of her gown and see who comes off second best. Right?
Sir.
You'll do nothing with Glover, Parsons and Palmer until we see the pathologist's report. And when it does land on your desk, you'll guard it, my lad, with all your virginity. Because if it's murder, they may well run.
Exactly, sir.
Yeah, and if they run, if they get away, I shall hold you personally responsible.
What's up? That all night watchman, he's dead.
So what?
Nothing but Glover.
Look, you can't be done for the same thing twice.
No.
So?
So what?
So we don't go running like you seem to think we ought to.
No.
Serves him right.
Why?
Teach him not to tell all them lies about us.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. He's been shivering. Tell him you don't have to
Olive,
worry,
will you
please.
calm down and tell me why you were... No, you sit.
I know we're wasting your time.
Good.
It's just to set my mind at rest. It's like an escalator.
Hello, Brian.
Hello?
What's wrong?
Mr. Lever's dead.
What?
Died in his chair.
Who told you?
I was on my way for that interview for that job with Mr. Reynolds. I met this bloke who works at Harrison's. He told me.
What did he tell you?
A girl come in yesterday morning. Found Mr. Lever dead in his chair. I said he died in his sleep.
Who? Who said?
Point is, can it affect our Bri?
Olive, I deal in facts. You're asking me to guess. How can I guess when I don't know the facts?
I'm not satisfied.
You're going to see Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah, I should have been there 11:45.
Well, you get round there now. Tell him why you're late for the interview. Apologize. If he wants to check it with me, I'll explain. And don't worry. All right? Off you go.
Good luck, Bri.
Now, Olive.
Oh, no, you can't pull the woolsey over me.
What are you worrying about?
Can he be done for the same thing again?
No, but
Ah.
Olive, if a more serious charge develops from a previous
So
offence, don't let us cross any bridges until we come
So
to
if-
it. Lever was an old man. People die.
So if what he died of come out of the burglary...
Olive.
Answer me! Listen! You're not talking to the birds!
All right.
I'm sorry.
I think you're worrying too much.
So if what he died of come out of the burglary, then Brian could be had for killing?
Olive, for heaven's
could he?
sake.
Because if he could, I want to know.
Statistically, and from what you've told me about the way Lever died, how he was found, he probably died in his sleep, so hold on to that. Until we know differently, there's no point in worrying unnecessarily. However, to set your mind at rest, I'll try and find out what's happened before you have to read it in the papers. All right? Olive?
Lionel always said to me that if I'd been born a butterfly in this life, I would have been a bloody black widow. I can't help seeing the worst in things because that is what usually happens.
Olive, I must go. I'm due in court. Exactly. Obviously, my first impulse is to dive across the road and grab Gable, which I cannot do until I am instructed by my solicitor.
I appreciate the courtesy, Miss Peterson. Look, do what you want. You don't need me, do you?
To hold my hand.
I am busy here.
Thank you. I've nothing better to do either.
Oops, sorry.
Well, I suppose I've time. I'm third in the list at 10:30. The two cases before me are fights. They won't finish until midday. Yes, I'll go.
You know, I feel for you, Miss Peterson. All this activity for someone you don't particularly like.
You mean I think Brian's stupidity should be punished?
No, not at all.
Because that talk is the talk of the magistrate. I have the difficult job of presenting Parsons in the best possible light, and until such time as you can do that for somebody you don't believe in, you'll never make a lawyer.
You deal with it.
Sir.
Hey, I'm here for a purpose, Sergeant. You've cocked things up once, mate. Do you want all three to get off this time?
I'll come in, Miss Peterson. Detective Chief Superintendent Galloway.
How do you do, Miss Peterson?
How do you do?
This is Sergeant Gable's case. Don't mind me. Oh, please do sit.
No, thank you.
Oh, what can I do for you, Miss Peterson?
Drop the hostility, Sergeant. It produces lines on the face. I want to make some inquiries about the Parsons case. I feel I have the right.
For what right? Who do you represent? What's he been charged
I'm not
with?
necessarily talking about legal rights. I'm talking about a mother and son.
Well, I thought you knew what happened to your client.
You know perfectly well what I'm talking about. Lever's dead.
Yes, miss, I do know Lever's dead. What are you suggesting?
I want to know if his death was from natural causes.
We haven't been advised, Miss Peterson.
Have you any reason to believe it wasn't?
When a man dies in his sleep, there's not usually a post-mortem examination.
How do you know there's going to be a post-mortem?
Is it a secret?
We'll have to stop lawyers eating in our canteen. Thank you.
Well, if the person hasn't been seen by the doctor in the 3 weeks prior to his sudden death, there's a PM.
As you are in charge of this case, will you or will you not make known the result of the pathologist's report? That's all I want to know. Sergeant?
Well, it'll take time.
Why?
Well, before we act, Miss Peterson, we need all kinds of advice. Police lawyers, police doctors. Well, you appreciate we need to tread softly.
I appreciate you're annoyed 2 of them got away.
Well, if you so wish, I'll spell it out for you. If the post-mortem report indicates that Lever died of natural causes, then that fact will be of interest only to the coroner and Mr. Lever's relatives. However,
I know what the alternative is, Mr. Galloway.
The pathologist has given evidence that the cause of death was a subdural hematoma caused by a blow on the head. Sergeant, when you saw the body at the warehouse, was there any sign of intrusion, struggle, violence?
No, sir.
Had you met the deceased before?
Yes, sir. He was a witness for the prosecution in the trial of 3 young men. Ernest Timothy Glover, Robert Palmer and Brian Lionel Parsons on a charge of robbery.
Well, I don't want it in any great detail, Sergeant, but what were the facts of that case?
Well, the deceased was a night watchman in the warehouse, sir. Glover, Palmer and Parsons were charged with breaking and entering, stealing 3 transistor radios, during the course of which the deceased was struck on the back of the head.
Do you produce a certified copy of the court record showing the findings of that trial?
Yes, sir.
What does it show?
It shows that Glover and Palmer were acquitted. Parsons pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of burglary. He was placed under the supervision of a probation officer for 2 years.
One final question, Sergeant Gable. You've heard the pathologist give evidence as to the precise location of the hemorrhage from which Mr. Lever died. Where was Mr. Lever struck during the course of the robbery?
The same place, sir.
How do you know?
He showed me.
Miss Peterson?
Sergeant Gable, were you the officer in charge of the investigation, and were you present in court during the trial?
Yes, miss.
You are therefore in a position to confirm that although Brian Parsons admitted his involvement in the burglary, at all times he denied taking part in or having any knowledge of any violence.
Yes, miss.
Get that job you're going for?
Don't know yet.
When will you know?
Leave him.
The jury's verdict is that Brian Parsons murdered Albert Lever. I'm surprised by that verdict, but my surprise does not affect my plain statutory duty, which is to commit Brian Lionel Parsons to stand trial at the next assizes on a charge of murder. Sergeant Gable, will you please now find Brian Parsons, arrest him, and bring him before me? I will now adjourn this court until such time as you notify me that Brian Parsons is in custody.
Hey.
Parsons! Right, Livingston.
Mr. Gable.
All right, Livingston, what can you tell me I don't know already?
Something that happened to me.
Nothing happens to you. You spend half your life under a pancake. What have you heard?
Look, I come in here. Something happened to me a couple of months ago.
All right, what?
You answer me a question first, then I'll tell you.
If I know the answer.
You having them 3 kids up for murder?
Why?
Are ya?
Have you come to see me about?
I heard them. They was talking about doing some place. They shoved me about a bit.
Where?
Vegas Pin Alley.
And you'll testify? An old grass like you? I don't believe you.
I will.
Why?
That's why. That's why.
You know the conventions of the bar, Mr. Summerfield.
We need
You
reinforcements.
have no right whatsoever to approach a leader without consulting me.
All I did was check his availability.
Without consulting me.
I'm consulting you now.
When it's too late.
You'd better explain that, preferably seated.
Sir John Gallagher is the head of my chambers. How can I possibly say I don't want him?
Do you want me to say no?
Mr. Summerfield, it is now irrelevant. You've removed choice. Whether I want him or not, whether I feel he's the best man or not, is irrelevant.
Ah, then we're talking about personalities.
No, we are talking about the best defense for Brian Parsons, nothing else. By breaking the rules, you have brought personalities into it. You're forcing me to deal with someone I might feel is not the best QC, leader for Brian Parsons' defense.
You don't make that decision, I do.
If you remember, Olive Parsons came to me first, back before the flood.
Look, Miss Peterson, I don't think this case needs bleeding hearts.
I don't want bleeding hearts. I want someone who will take more than the requisite amount of...
Care?
Interest in the case.
What's wrong with Gallagher?
For a start, he's too brilliant. Too shiny. He's a cynic.
I suppose you told Summerfield I would be your first choice?
Not exactly.
Not your first choice, so you haven't told him?
How much do you know about the Parsons case?
Enough.
What is enough?
Well, you defended Parsons and he was convicted.
He pleaded guilty.
To burglary. The police accepted a plea of not guilty to robbery.
Yes.
They accepted that there was no violence.
Yes.
Well-known principle of English law. You can't be tried twice.
It's not the same offence.
Same facts, same violence.
Connolly versus the Director of Public Prosecutions, 1964, House of Lords. The facts being the same is irrelevant. The accused must have been liable to be charged with the new offence at the time of the first trial. Lever didn't die until after.
Being right is the most unattractive quality in a woman.
Parsons signed the confession.
Can you feel guilty about it?
No. I'm sure he didn't do it. I'm certain he wasn't even there. And I am positive he was properly convicted.
Well, you'll have to explain that.
Well, Glover, and to a lesser extent Palmer, would burgle, would rob with violence. They have criminal records. Parsons is younger. He has no history of violence. And the one peculiar answer he gave me on remand was that he did it to get his name in the papers.
It caused much enterprise and unoriginal sin. Why do you think he wasn't there?
He knew nothing about the attack on Lever.
Nevertheless, properly convicted?
In his stupidity, he was clever enough to construct a confession I couldn't break any more than I could his determination to be found guilty. But when it was all over, he broke down and told me what I think is the truth.
That he wanted to rob the place?
He wanted to be a villain, but he arrived too late.
Bloody mama.
As I see it, we are fighting two cases, not one. Before we even look at the murder trial, we have to prove he didn't do the burglary for which he's been tried and convicted.
Well, it is a bit complicated, isn't it? I don't suppose you think I'm up to that, do you?
It doesn't exactly seem your neck of the woods, no, John.
But at least my stupidity is highly paid.
I think you'd prosecuted better.
I'll tell you what. I'll wind my brain up a bit. You let your heart bleed a bit. And together, into the sunset, we'll see what we can do. Now, what you need on this case is someone with a cold, nasty little mind like mine, looking for holes. And you're quite capable of telling me when I get it all wrong. So why not take me on?
Summerfield thinks it's a good idea.
Splendid.
So do you.
Of course.
What about the client?
What we need on this case is Cockcroft.
I realized I had to go back to medical school.
This case is all in the head. I want to know what happened in Brother Lever's head from the moment he was struck to the moment he died.
No more about hematomas than the police.
Never let a police pathologist marry your daughter or interfere with your son.
Noisy, isn't it?
Don't hear the noise. Are you listening?
What for?
Outside, like you're expecting somebody.
Who?
Something, I don't know. What's happening, Mum? I've been here weeks.
I don't know. I never see her no more. She's busy.
Who for? They're out there, I'm in here. They get paid. She likes me, doesn't she? joke.
Did you get enough to eat?
There's a Swede over in Sea Wing who takes turns to eat him.
That's funny.
He's in for 15 years.
What for?
He's a sailor. He strangled his brother's wife with a fishing net. He sent all the way over here a piece of chicken drumstick wrapped in silver paper. Had it with me cocoa.
Why? Brian, do you have to talk to these people? We've got to see the best side of you in court.
Perhaps he thinks I'm one of them. We're all the same.
I don't enjoy being a lawyer very much. I don't honestly enjoy the function I'm called upon to pursue. I suppose someone has to prosecute. I suppose this kind of thing has to be done by somebody. Who did it? Oh, I know I'm not supposed to ask that kind of question. I'm not talking about evidence. I'm not even talking about suspicions. You're a professional, Gable. You're mixing in the middle of all this. Don't worry about what you can prove. Leave that to me. Just tell me. You know.
Well, Glover's the hard nut, Lord Rusk, and Palmer's his sidekick.
Parsons?
Well, Parsons must have done it. He pleaded guilty.
Well, in other words, we have a paradox. Two men who did it are running around free, and you asked me to prosecute the boy who probably didn't do it. Well, why are they loose? What are you afraid of? Winston Burley Livingston walks in and gives you what you've been praying for. Well, bring them in, Detective Chief Superintendent, and charge them with murder. Please.
Satisfied with yourself being in here, my boy? The logical end of what you wished for yourself? Hmm?
Brian, you know we're on your side.
What about him?
Sir John is too. You can take my word for it. Now, we're going to...
You had it easy last time. You were the centre of attention. You didn't have to work. How to get your name in the papers without really trying. You got what you were praying for.
You're Ben.
Brian?
Now this time, you're going to bloody well work. So, you lied.
Yes.
Ever rolled a boulder up a mountain, my boy? Now that's how hard it is to convince one court you lied to another. You weren't at the warehouse?
No.
I suggest you were. The cashier says you arrived at the Pin Alley, all three together, out of breath.
Look! Look! I had to mend the telly for my mum, right? Now, I wanted to be in it, yeah, but I got away too late.
And what time was that?
I don't know, about 10:30. I don't know, I can't remember exact, but we could work it out. Look, this is home.
87 Preston Road.
This is Harrison's. Down Sefton Street, on the way to the alley at the bottom facing the park. Now, that's the alley. You've got to believe me, I've been thinking it all out. Thinking. Blimey, it's all you can do in this place. Just go over it all the time in your mind. Now, if you run, it takes... Look, well, this side of the park from the warehouse. Now, that's the warehouse. Now, if you run from my place to the alley, it's 20 minutes, OK? Solve that in your head. If you run from the alley to the warehouse, it's 10 minutes. So if I was in it, if I'd done it, then that's 10... No. 20 minutes from my place to the alley, 10 minutes from the alley to the warehouse, 10 minutes in there maybe, and 10 minutes back again. So that's...
50 minutes.
50 minutes. Now, you check with Mum what was on the telly.
If, however, you've gone straight from home to Harrison's, say 10 minutes, then you'll be at the warehouse at the time Lever disturbed somebody and called the police.
No.
Why did you go straight to the alley and not to Harrison's?
I didn't know where the ticker was going to be.
Liar! In your statement, you knew all about it, where it was, the skyline.
Dad told me in detail.
Why should he do that?
Well, he didn't want my story to be any different from his, did he?
Why not?
Oh, bloody hell, stands to reason.
He didn't tell you about Lever? Strange. If you're all to be caught together, surely your stories ought to fit. Yet he doesn't tell you the whole story, the whole truth.
Look, I don't know about that. I come down this side of the park. They come down that way from Harrison's, and we met here. The alley.
Was it raining when you left home?
Yeah.
Your coat was still wet when you arrived?
Yeah, the sergeant noticed it.
Were Glover and Palmer wet?
No.
Tell me about Glover. You like him? Admire him? Is he the one who lets you into the gang or not? Does he frighten you? He does me, and I haven't even met him.
I don't know.
Well, having none of that, Brian, that kind of answer got us nowhere last time.
You said he'd hurt me if I didn't.
Cooperate?
It would be kisses.
Kisses?
He asked me to kiss him once.
And what did you do?
I bloody didn't.
Did you want to?
No.
Did Glover?
Look, he's bigger than me.
Then he did it to insult you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to drop him in it. You're defending him, Mr. Parsons. Right, my boy. Tell me everything that happened. From the moment you all three arrived at the pinnacle.
What's the use?
Why do you say that?
That's why he was clever. I mean, it doesn't matter what I say. There's no witnesses except Biscuit.
Sir John's quite good at cross-examination, you know.
Don't you see?
What?
Glove's whole angle is he wasn't there.
Where?
At Harrison's. He'll say anything I say was all made up.
But he was at the pin alley. Miss Williams, the cashier, will testify to that. So what did Glover say at the alley?
It was all about getting the timing right. We've been walking around the park because we couldn't get into the pictures to see the walking stick. There's always big queues for it. And we decided to go to the alley to get out of the rain. Before that, we've been sheltering under the trees. That's it.
Was that the first conversation you had with Glover or Palmer about the job?
No, night before. We met in the Vegas, and Glove said, was I interested? They wanted 3, 2 to do, 1 to keep an eye out. And I said I wanted to be in it.
You arrange a time?
Yeah.
What time?
10:15.
And where were you to meet?
At the Vegas. Well, that's why I wouldn't have gone straight to Harrison's, would I?
Right. Now back to the second conversation on the night of the dreaded crime. What did Glover tell you about what had happened?
He said I was there because I wanted to be there. And then he told Biscuit to get rid of his gloves. I bet they're still there. He told Biscuit to stuff his gloves behind one of the machines. Or I could show you the machine. Wouldn't that prove it?
What did the gloves prove, Mr. Parsons?
That they were wearing them. That's why no fingerprints.
But the police know that already. Now you provide me with a set of fingerprints, my boy, and we're talking.
Carry on, Brian.
He said they got into a skylight in Sefton Street that went into a small storeroom off a big one. They were picking some sets and out come the bloke out of his office.
And why did he come out?
He emptied his teapot.
How do you know that?
He said it at the trial. And this is what they told me. Biscuit knocked a radio over. He heard it.
He?
Mr. Lever. And they just run back out the storeroom and up the skylight.
Getting through the skylight could be difficult if they were being chased.
And not if they'd left their chaser on the floor.
Then what?
Down Sefton Street, Kimberley Street and across the park.
Did they tell you they'd taken anything?
No.
Did they at any point even hint that Lever had been hurt?
Never.
Our trouble seems to be the speed of Mr. Glover's brain.
No hope, is there?
Oh, don't worry, Brian. All I've got to do is to prove that they got the wrong man and the two who are free are guilty. Now, what's difficult about that, eh?
Brian? Brian?
Brian?
Brian?
Who's that?
Parsons?
Glover.
Give us a kiss, Brian. You hear me?
Mrs. Parsons, what are you doing?
I'm going in.
No, you can't. I'm sorry.
I can't go to the trial of my own boy.
No, I'm afraid not. You see, you'll be giving evidence.
I'll wait then.
Yes, all right. I'm just there.
Robert Palmer, Ernest Timothy Glover, and Brian Lionel Parsons. You are jointly charged with murder, in that you did, on the 27th day of February 1971, in the county of Yorkshire, murder Albert James Lever. Robert Palmer, do you plead guilty or not guilty to this charge?
Not guilty.
Ernest Timothy Glover, do you plead guilty or not guilty to this charge?
Not guilty.
Brian Lionel Parsons, do you plead guilty or not guilty to this charge?
Not guilty.
How is this hemorrhage caused?
By the tearing of the blood vessels which are present between the two covering layers of the brain. And this is nearly always caused by a blow on the head. What is happening is that the pressure is building up, and to some extent you can accommodate this. There is, however, a critical point at which the pressure on the brain is acute, leading to sleepiness, stupor, coma, and then death.
All symptoms that Mr. Lever manifested immediately prior to his death. I shall call witnesses to that, my lord.
Is there any difficulty, Doctor, in exactly locating the point of impact?
Internally? No.
Was there any evidence externally?
No.
Not at any time?
I shouldn't think so.
Can any blow, however small the force, cause death?
Old man, thin skull? Yes.
Is that a sufficient degree of force?
Yes, sir.
To have caused Mr. Lever's death?
Yes.
Any accidental knock, then, could result in death from this kind of hemorrhage?
Yes.
Was there any evidence of any other accidental knock?
No.
Or was there any evidence at all of any knock on the head other than the one you've described?
No.
If there had been such a blow, and if it had been the cause of death, would you have been able to find it?
Yes, sir. It is a characteristic of this form of injury that when it leads to death, it is always traceable.
One final question, Doctor. Could there have been two blows on the same spot?
No. There would have been clear evidence of this, and there was none.
Then he said to him...
Who said to whom, Mr. Livingston?
He said to him, do you want to come in on it? Something like that.
Something like that. And how far away from them were you?
Oh, 2 or 3 yards.
Was the alley crowded?
It always is.
Noisy?
Yes, sir. Oh, I mean, ma'am, sorry.
What else did you hear?
He said, you all right tomorrow late?
To Parsons?
To him, yeah.
Be very careful how you answer my next question, Mr. Livingston. What did Parsons reply?
He said something like, he could get out.
I am getting fed up with this something like, Mr. Livingston. Are you telling this court that in a noisy, crowded amusement arcade from approximately 10 feet away you heard one boy say to another...
I heard it, yes.
And did you hear anything else? And this court wants to hear everything you heard, not just useful snippets.
I'm telling you what I heard, not what I didn't hear.
Was this night preceding the actual burglary?
Aye, the 26th, yes.
And were you there the following night?
No. No. I was due down my sister's. She's in Durham.
Ever been in court before?
No.
Ever been in a police station?
Once or twice.
What for?
I helped them with their inquiries.
You're an informer.
Look, I come in this court on my own accord. If I'm a grass, why should I want to come in here, give myself away?
Informers are usually paid for what they do.
I'm here because Bert Lever's dead. He was a mate of mine. We played shove-halfpenny together. He was the only bloke who talked to me.
And then why didn't you come forward before?
Because then it was only burglary. Now he's dead. Somebody done it. Somebody took a bloke away. I liked him, that's all.
I was watching the jury. They don't like him.
My gents, dear, I told him I was arresting him on a charge of murder.
I cautioned him and Palmer said, "You ain't got a hope with us, you stupid great sod."
What did you say?
You stupid great sod, my lord.
That's what I thought you said.
He then continued, "You can't be had up twice on the same thing. What about if I said I did it?" He then showed me 2 fingers of his right hand, my lord, in a provocative manner.
In what state was Mr. Lever when you found him?
He was walking about, staggering a bit. He was holding his head.
Where?
Here.
Was he in full control of his faculties?
Well, he made a statement.
Were you present when Mr. Lever attended an ID parade?
Yes, sir.
Now, be careful how you answer this, Sergeant. I don't want you to repeat what people said, merely what they did. What did Mr. Lever do?
Well, he walked down the line of the men, and then he tapped one of them on the shoulder.
Who?
Palmer.
Thank you, Sergeant.
What's up, Olive?
Nobody asked you to call me Olive.
Sorry.
It's getting late. You better go home.
Oh, you asked me to come, you know.
I hate her.
Who?
Miss Peterson. I thought she was my friend.
Well, she is, Olive, she is.
You're nice. You take care of people. She don't believe in my Brian, I heard her say.
You heard what?
All she's worrying about is trying to find nice things to say about him. I heard her say, that's all. Do you know what that Sir John said to her?
No.
The first thing to remember is that the case don't matter. And she laughed and smiled and nodded. They didn't know that I could see them.
Olive, if they said that, then believe me, there's hope for us.
My son matters. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but he didn't so much before. He does now. And now I haven't got him.
Oh, look, Olive, you can care too much. Look, in court, you're playing a game with certain rules. Now, it's those rules that matter, not the case. And in a sense, I'm afraid, not even the human being trapped in it.
Brian?
Yes, Brian. Look, Harriet Peterson must remain uninvolved if she's going to get Brian off. Emotions just muck the edges of a brief. Now leave her alone, love. Let her get on with it.
I've put that boy in a sailor suit. Don't forget that.
Harriet won't.
All 3 of you sheltered under the trees. Then at, how long from where you were sheltering to the alley?
Couple of minutes.
And it had stopped raining?
Yeah.
All 3 of you arrived at 11:01 at the alley, out of breath, from a 2-minute run from the trees.
We're quick.
But Sergeant Gable has already testified, A, that it had stopped raining 12 minutes before, and B, that Parsons was wet and you and Biscuit were dry.
Yeah.
Is it possible to shelter under a tree without getting damp at the very least?
We kept the best positions for ourselves.
I suggest to you that if you and Palmer were in Harrison's until at least 10:47, 10 minutes good run to the alley, you'd arrive there not wet at 11:01 and out of breath.
No.
And that if Parsons had left his home, which is 20 minutes good run to the alley, he'd arrive wet and out of breath.
No.
He was nowhere near the park or Harrison's.
He was with
us.
us.
Is that right or wrong?
If he says that, then he's a liar.
And you don't like liars?
Nope.
And why do you want to kiss them? Glover?
That was a joke.
Hmm?
When I said it.
And when was that? I don't lie, Glover. How would I know about it, unless it was said? Or am I a liar too?
Look, the night we were in the alley, when the old grass says he saw us, well, Parsons had a quid. He split it up so we could play the machines. Well, for a joke, I said, give us a kiss. It was a joke.
On being admitted to Hollydale Prison on remand pending this trial, can you remember what you shouted to all and sundry?
Nope.
Then let me remind you. You shouted, Bry Parsons. Give us a kiss, Bry, you hear me. Is that right or wrong? Do you like Brian Parsons?
Nope.
Then why these, endearments?
He wanted to belong to us.
Why?
Ask him.
I'm asking you.
Look, he's from London. He's out of place up here.
Therefore, give him the runaround. Use him. Do a job. Pin the guilt for it on somebody who doesn't matter, who you can frighten, threaten, intimidate, use, because he's vulnerable, out of place, and you know this. It's your trump card. You know he's 50 times more loyal than you'll ever be.
Look, he wanted to belong to us.
For what? To stand under trees? To get damp in the park? Do you have to belong to a gang for that, Mr. Glover?
Well, Olive, how do you feel? Olive?
I'm all right.
Right, Brian, my learned friends have attempted to throw some confusion into the time scale, so let's have it once more. Let's get these times absolutely clear. Now, where were you at 10:15 p.m. on the night of the 27th of February, 1971?
At home.
And what were you doing?
Mending the telly.
Did you go out at all that evening?
Yes.
And what time did you leave?
Well, it was gone half past, because the commercials had been on. It must have been 22.
Was it raining?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Where did you go?
The Vegas Pin Alley, Victoria Park.
Why?
I was going to meet Glove and Biscuit.
At what time?
Supposed to be 15:15.
You were late?
Yes, I ran all the way.
And what time did you arrive at the alley?
About 11.
Did you meet Glover and Biscuit?
Yes. I saw them running from the opposite direction, Kimberley Street. They went into the alley and I followed.
Originally, you'd arranged to meet them at 10:15. Now, why?
We was going to do a place.
What place?
I don't know. I didn't know. That's why we're meeting.
But you were late. Now, what was the point in all the hurry?
I hope they waited.
Had they?
No.
They'd done the job?
Yes.
Harrison's warehouse in Sefton Street is 10 minutes' run from your home at 87 Preston Road.
Yes.
If you had left your house at 10:40 p.m., 10 minutes to the warehouse, 10:50. Just about the time when the late Mr. Lever disturbed intruders. Now, you could have been one of those.
No.
Why not?
I didn't know Harrison's was where it was to be. Glove never told me where it was to be, but that's why I ran through the alley. That's where we met, in the alley. I was wet, they wasn't. They only come out of Harrison's 10 minutes before the rain had stopped by then, Mr. Gallagher.
Did you break into Harrison's and Harrison's warehouse on the night of the 27th of February, 1971?
No.
Did you strike Albert James Lever over the head?
No.
Were you on the night in question anywhere near that warehouse?
No, no, no!
I call Olive Mary Parsons.
Olive Mary Parsons.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You are Olive Mary Parsons?
Yes,
You live at 87 Preston Road?
yes,
You are the mother of the defendant, Brian Lionel Parsons?
yes.
you care to sit, Mrs. Parsons?
No thanks, my lord. I can manage.
Mrs. Parsons, I don't want you to be disturbed by or suspicious of the questions I'm going to ask you. All right?
All right.
Where was Brian between 10:15 and 10:30 on the night of February the 27th, 1971?
With me.
Why are you so sure?
He was mending the telly. It had gone all fuzzy. There was a man with a helmet on. He had a black halo round his head. It was just after the news. You could check. And then the commercials come on. He was still there then.
Then what happened? Take your time, Mrs. Parsons.
He ran out. We had an argument about him going out that time of night. Bit of an argy-bargy in the hallway. Then he just ran out.
What time was that?
Must have been about 22.
Thank you, Mrs. Parsons.
This morning, I had a letter saying that Brian's got a job with Mr. Reynolds. I want someone here to tell me when he's going to start that job.
You, love your son, Mrs. Parsons?
Yes.
It's plain for everyone to see. Is there anything you wouldn't do for him?
Do you find the prisoner at the bar, Robert Palmer, guilty or not guilty of murder?
Guilty.
And that is the verdict of you all?
Yes.
Do you find the prisoner at the bar, Ernest Timothy Glover, guilty or not guilty of murder?
Guilty.
And that is the verdict of you all?
Yes.
Do you find the prisoner at the bar, Brian Lionel Parsons, guilty or not guilty of murder?
Not guilty.
And that is the verdict of you all?
It is.
Release, Mr. Parsons. The sentence prescribed by law for the crime of murder is life imprisonment, and that is the sentence I now pass on both of you.
Where is she? I'm in here. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, dear. I couldn't hold myself. Come on.
Olive?
You better thank Miss Peterson.
Thanks. Thanks.
The court